Okay, hello Cloud Gurus and welcome to this lecture. This lecture we're just going to quickly talk about the Certified Developer Associate Exam Blueprint. So if you go into the exam blueprint, and I'll show you how to do that in a second, you'll notice the following objectives. And these are the objectives of things that you need to know in order to pass the exam. So AWS Fundamentals is worth 10% of the exam, Designing and Developing is worth 40% of the exam, Deployment and Security is worth 30% of the exam, and then Debugging is worth 20% of the exam. So if you just go over to Google and type in AWS Certified Developer into Google and click on the top link, you'll get the following landing page. And this landing page will tell you what you need to know in order to pass the exam. So if you scroll down and then have a look under here, under exam overview, you'll notice that you get 80 minutes to complete the exam. It also tells you what the practice exam fees are and what the actual exam fee itself is. But you'll notice there's no pass mark and it won't tell you how many questions there are in the exam. Now the reason for that is because it can change. So when I first did this exam at the beginning of January 2015, the pass mark was roughly about 67% and there was 55 questions on the exam. Now, there's currently 60 questions on the exam for 2016, so do bear that in mind. And the pass mark itself moves depending on how many students both pass the exam and what their average score is. So it's all based on a bell curve. So if students are consistently scoring 90% on the exam, it's going to drag the pass mark up, whereas if students are consistently failing the exam and only getting like 20 or 30%, it drags the pass mark down. So pass mark does move around. It moves anywhere from 65 to 70% in my experience. You should aim to get 70% on this exam in order to guarantee a pass. If you get in the middle around 67%, you could either pass or fail. And it's really frustrating because we'll see people on our forums who will take an exam, get 67%, and in one area of the world or one particular day they might pass, and then in another area of the world on another particular day they might fail with the 67%. So definitely aim for 70%, guys. Now if you scroll back up and you go across to here under prepare for your exam, you can click on the download the exam guide. It's a simple 2-page document, but this is what we refer to when we talk about the exam blueprint. You can have a read through this at your own leisure. We've already covered the different domains and what percentage they are worth of the exam. And if you want to understand a bit more about what a particular domain means, such as AWS Fundamentals, you just scroll down here and it explains what that domain is. So identify and recognize cloud architecture considerations such as fundamental components and effective designs. So have a read through of this at your own leisure. And once you've had a read through, you can feel free to move on to the next lecture. Thank you.